Hi everyone, thanks for joining us again. It is great to have Margaret with us. So Margaret, thanks for being here. I know you're a bit nervous, uh, but yeah, we are so thankful for you coming and being able to share what God's put on your heart. The aim of this session actually is really to hear yours and Lionel's heart for the Asian community, and in reaching out to the Asian community, and in the hope and the prayer really that they will come to know Jesus.
Absolutely.
So I was just wondering if you could share a little bit about that with us. That'd be great.
Lionel and I came to Bradford in 1972 with a very clear calling from God to reach into the Asian community for Jesus, and that he confirmed it in very many remarkable ways, and not least the fact the day I arrived here with two small children, we were given the keys to a council flat. Pastor Evans, that's Anwen's dad, was very helpful to us in the beginning, the early stages. We actually stayed in his house for a week or so while they were on holiday. For several years, we had teams come, mostly Bible college students came for summer outreach. We were based in a church in different areas of the city, and then we're involved in things like house-to-house work, house-to-house visitation, children's clubs, film evenings, international evenings, things like that. We find people were very hospitable, invite you in, sit you down with a cup of tea, and you're able to chat. And then from that, there were quite a few people that we were able to link up with afterwards. So that was really good. Very much man-to-man, woman-to-woman in that time. And we discovered early on that many Asian people didn't speak English, didn't read English. And so we thought, well, we've got to learn the language. And so we learned to speak different simple conversations and learn to read the Bible in Urdu and pray in Urdu or Punjabi, which was very useful. I just remember a useful tool I had. I had a metal record player, the kind you turn the handle, and I used to take that with me because we had some records with simple gospel messages in different languages. And it's very simple in a home to say, I've got this in your language, would you like to hear it? So that worked very well, and that was good. So yeah, there were some really very wonderful people, and yet in all of that, there's not the assurance that we have in Jesus. In Islam, we learned a lot about Islam, of course. In Islam, there's no assurance of heaven. Even if you've done all the prayers, you've done all the fasting, you've been in pilgrimage, and done lots of good deeds, at the end of the day, well, God might say yes, he might say no, and so be it, unfortunately. But I always remember a woman who was very distressed. She had a bereavement in her family, and she said to me, I can't pray, I can't read the Bible, can't read the Quran, I can't touch it, I'm unclean. I thought, wow, what blessings we have in Jesus that they don't have. Of course, there's been lots of changes. There's no more, none of this. And we used to use, the Jesus video was very popular. It was dubbed into different languages. We used to have Gospels in English and Urdu and English and Gujarati, English and Punjabi, and that was really very useful as well, which we used. And now, of course, there's lots of differences, but we just thank God that now there's many people who have a burden to reach out to Muslims in different ways, building up relationships and sharing Christ. And here, of course, at Sunbridge, we have Pete and Becky with their ministry, and the ladies from Hope House, the Muslim ladies, and that's great to see. Yeah, God is at work. There are people who've come to Christ, and still people who need to come to Christ, and anything that's been achieved, it's all His doing, and all glory to Him.
That's super, and thank you for sharing your heart, well, what God has put on your heart, on your and then Lionel's, but I think long may that continue. We continue to have a real desire for everyone to come to know Christ, isn't there? And for us as Sunbridge to have a heart for Bradford, and a heart for the Asian community, and a heart to build relationships, and a heart to share Jesus and show Jesus.
Yeah.
But what really struck me then, actually, from as you were sharing, is that the investment that it takes to
long term
to build relationships, to understand and know the language as well, and to have those opportunities, because it does say a lot to people, doesn't it, about the intentionality to build those friendships and to see them as people, as people that God has made, not projects. So let's continue to pray that we have that heart.
You don't need the language so much now. English is fine. But the other thing is looking after people when they do come to Christ. That's so important.
The ongoing journey. Margaret, thanks so much for sharing. I hope it's been a blessing for people. And thanks again for joining us, and join us for the next episode soon. Bye for now.